because they have to have that dark humor because that they see is awful.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be able to survive without gallows humor.
You have to have it.
You have to have it.
It'd be weird not.
Wait, is that the cock operator guy?
It's fucking
Okay.
mind blowing when people get offended by dark humor. Thankfully,
You can't joke about that.
It's like, well, that's what
Have
the
you
people
experienced
who've
it?
seen it joke about.
exactly.
Because otherwise, you're just gonna head off, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna get to you, and you're gonna be upset, and you're gonna do the sewer slides.
But legitimately, that's how you identify somebody who's never experienced
Oh my
jack fucking
God.
shit in their life,
Seriously?
is if they get offended over shit like that. Because they're getting offended for people who would think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
At 4850 on YouTube, of Tectone's recent live stream, he spent about 5 minutes commenting on your recent Twitter posts. Actually, I don't care. Tectone's fucking retarded. Why would I even care? There's far more important stuff. Like, do I?
Exhausting, man. Let's just let people help people. I mean, to make
Who's stopping anybody from helping anybody? I'm sorry. Are my jokes? Fuck. Hold on. I woke up so late today, so I'm grumpy as fuck already. Okay.
make a quote retweet on this post about this is what you're quote retweeting. Ransom supplies out to Kirk County with Brandon and met up with West Verdell. This is right around the corner from
Like, why is it so funny when it's involving any group of people that aren't you? Like, I wish these people would extend for like 2 seconds. Like, it's unreal to me that they'll look at like, oh, look at these people getting deported. Oh, look at these people dying for wildfires. Oh, look at that. And then when it's there, people are like, whoa, bro, those are children. Those are children, bro. Are you in Texas, bro? These are Texan children. These are Texan children. Like, if that's going to be your approach to things, then fine. But in that case, how can you not see how fucking insane you look not to extend that to any other group of people besides whatever you personally care about? Like, it's so unbelievably fucking short-sighted.
Camp missing, where 20 to 25 little girls went missing. Miles and miles of cars, trees, homes piled on top of one another. First responders host a huge holiday.
Also, no offense, as a kid haver myself, fuck kids, all right? Listen, kids dying is tragic, sure, but it's not magically infinitely more tragic than like 20 or 30-year-olds dying. The fuck? Yeah, children dying is sad, okay? Some children are assholes, all right? They are. It's not like every single child is like this innocent beacon of pure bullshit, okay? Some kids are dicks. They grow up to be dicks. They don't just become them, okay? They were made that way at a very early stage in life. This idea that you're supposed to magically care more because of some fucking age, fuck you. This is fucking retarded. It's so stupid.
Weekend where hundreds of out-of-towners staying on the riverbank, which means they really can't give a solid count how many people are actually missing. This community is going to need support in the following days. Keep an eye on how to help. We'll try to figure out more tomorrow. Heading back in a couple hours. I don't know what inspired you to schizo out on this guy, but it's really not that big of a deal.
True, it's not that big of a deal. It's just a joke. So you look at it, and if you don't think it's funny, then move the fuck on. It's so simple. It's so easy. It's so easy to just not obsess over things that you think are funny. Then just move the fuck on. That's it. Easy.
Come on, man. It's just come on. This is an exhausting, non-necessary streamer drama, and it just feels tiresome.
It feels tiresome? You're so tired. How isn't Tectone supposed to be like a super edgy dude? It's just so tiresome when it's applied to you. Like, you understand that you sound like every single soy fuck, like non-binary LGBT person. Like, why do people have to make homophobic jokes all day? And why do people have to joke about blah, blah, blah? And you're like, dude, it's just a joke. Get over it. Dude, why do you care so much? But now when it's about kids that aren't even... You're not even related to these people. What? Like, I don't understand. What were they? Future potential victims for your dad? Or what do you? I don't understand what is the connection here? They are so personally fucking offended. Like, what the fuck? It's so stupid. Holy shit! Grow the fuck up, or maintain a consistent position and don't make those jokes ever. Just say we don't do edgy humor here, guys. Not we do edgy humor for every single fucking group of people except for the ones that I personally get upset about. Like, Christ, you guys will fucking talk about God's judgment and everything, and these motherfuckers were killed at like a fucking Christian camp in Texas, all right? Listen, if God was going to command any kind of natural disaster to happen, seems like it would be right here, all right? Jesus.
It really does. It's just tiresome. Like, let's all do some collective growing up.
Oh my God, from this guy? From this guy? Really? Yeah, this is the... Okay, you know what? I respect it. I respect it because it sounds like Tectone, okay, is turning over a new leaf. And no more edgy humor, no more
Let's do some collective growing up.
no more racist, homophobic, whatever, xenophobic, no more. He's gonna
And rather than just say, yeah, but dude, isn't this widowy hypocritical? Guys, isn't this guy widowy being a hypocrite right now? Like, guys, hello? Are we all seeing this? Are we all seeing that this guy might be a little bit of a hypocrite right now? Like, guys, we might need to call the police on this guy. What are we doing? Genuinely, NordVPN even replied. What's this? NordVPN. Hello, everyone. This tweet falsely
These fucking retards. What intern woke up to my tweet? They're like, oh fuck.
suggests a sponsorship with us. No such relationship exists. We are reviewing this misuse of our trademark. I heard God killed those kids because they were using NordVPN promo code Destiny to get around the Texas porn ban.
That was a good ass tweet. That was a good. To be fair, that was a pretty good tweet. I think it was.
Jesus. It's like,
Did you edit it? No, they either soft blocked me or they untagged themselves.
the reason why I might not seem like my normal self, the reason why I might not seem like, oh, why isn't he going harder on this person?
Oh.
Because I genuinely feel if you are this fucked up to say this shit, it's just a waste of time.
Like, do you understand? You're like radiating estrogen and soy right now, right? You are every single person that you've criticized for being too soft and too weak to be on the internet and too much of a cupcake and a snowflake and a little baby that can't handle. I'm sorry, where was it? Hold on. What did we just watch 2 seconds ago?
They have to have that dark humor because that they see is awful.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't be able to survive without gallows humor.
You have to have it.
You have to have it.
It'd be weird not. It's fucking mind blowing when people get offended by dark humor. Thankfully
You can't joke about that.
It's like, well, that's what
Have
the
you
people
experienced
who've
it?
seen it joke about.
exactly.
Because otherwise, you're just gonna head off, dude.
Yeah.
It's gonna get to you, and you're gonna be upset, and you're gonna do the sewer slides.
But legitimately, that's how you identify somebody who's never experienced jack fucking shit in their life, is if they get offended over shit like that. Because they're getting offended for people who would think it's hilarious.
Yeah. They have to have that dark humor.
It's just a waste of time, guys. Nothing's gonna change. Destiny is far too smart to. I mean, Destiny is far too smart, far too good of a debater to be held accountable for the shitty ass jokes he tells.
That doesn't seem to make sense, but
And I just don't feel like bothering with it. I could sit here and I could bring up this, I could bring up that.
it's also funny because, like, I think he probably doesn't give a fuck about these kids, but because of like the whatever new fucking loser, fat fuck, redneck, white trash, red group, friend group that he's fallen into, he has to virtue signal about how much he cares. What did he tweet out yesterday? That he was gonna grab some fucking episodes of Sesame Street and go and try to find kids or whatever. Didn't he tweet out that he was gonna go out? Like, give me a break, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, it's such a virtue signal. I guess everybody just does this, huh? This is all the.
What's the point? There's no point. And yeah, saying jokes equals unhinged. Got it. You almost made me mad. You almost pissed me off. You did. You almost got me, man. Good one. But yeah, it's just a little bit exhausting how people say, you know what? I really need some content right now. Why don't I just talk about dead children? Why don't we all doing some growing up? Shit ass joke Destiny, gay as fuck. Shit ass joke NMP, gay as fuck. I'm even going to give NMP the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to give NMP the benefit of the doubt. I think NMP is fucked up mentally right now. I don't think he's okay. I think he's genuinely fucked up. And I think he told that joke because he jokes about everything. Horrible fucking joke. I don't think he did it maliciously. I don't think. I could be wrong. Right? I could totally be wrong. But yeah, genuinely, I don't know, man. I think NMP is just, he's just got a fucking crash out arc right now. Yeah. That's just me. This whole thing is exhausting. Nobody's going to be happy with any way this is going to be addressed. But
Like, there's nothing to address. If there's a joke you don't like on the internet, turn off the computer, dude. Push the X button in the top right of your browser. You can even block me. No one is forcing you to see this. You're not being waterboarded in a room, being forced to stare at jokes that you don't like about me or from me.
my thing is, this is coming from the guy who plays anime gacha games. Can we all just grow up a little bit? And let's not go after the only people who are actually doing the most help in this space. And let's
No, that's the problem, you stupid motherfucker. Duh, unless I missed a fucking new class that just dropped, and you've got real life priests and paladins that can bring people back from the dead, this motherfucker is not really helping that much. The kids are dead. They're never coming back. They're gone. Okay? They're little baby lungs filled with water, and they're fucking dead. The problem with looking at this stuff, like I'm gonna go out with thoughts and prayers and maybe a couple days of fucking service, is that you have to solve these problems ahead of time. You have to prepare for shit. You can't sit here and constantly destroy like every single part of any part of our system that functions, and then when some motherfuckers die, be like, oh, it's okay, I'm gonna go out and fucking do something and fix it. Fuck you! Kill you in a video game. Or don't video game. Like, it's so stupid. If you actually give a fuck about the issues, then you should do something about the issues. Not go out afterwards and meaninglessly fucking volunteer because he's not saving any fucking lives and he's not bringing anybody back from the fucking dead. It's too late at this point. Jesus.
let's all just shut the fuck up a little bit. That's pretty much it. How about we just shut the fuck up a little bit? Yeah. It's embarrassing. It is. It's embarrassing. And the only reason why I'm even remotely talking about this is
because I have friends that are on this side of the political aisle, and I have to show my loyalty and to signal how much I belong to this social group. The same thing that I used to shit on other people for doing all the time, but I have to do this now because I have to let them know that we all are of the same, social group and everything, and I don't want them to think that I'm not standing by.
For all the drama frogs who want to farm this, who want me to crash out on Destiny, who want me to crash out on NMP, can you guys just donate on Venmo instead to the people who fucking need help right now? This is probably one of the most depressing situations I've ever been in, and it makes me hate this space a little bit more than I already fucking do. So if you can, just scan this Venmo code and donate some money.
Holy shit, I just had a fucking brain blast. I get it now. Hold on. I just had an understanding. When you say things like maybe tax cuts for everybody isn't the best thing. Maybe we should actually, fully fund our federal programs. You'll always get some 85 IQ person whose uncle's dick was so far down their throat for 10 minutes when they were growing up that they have permanent mental dysfunction now. You always get somebody like this, will come into the comments and they'll be like, if you think that taxes should be higher, well then why don't you just pay more taxes then, right? And then the obvious response is, well, if there's a 1,000-pound rock and I want all of us to go and move it, and you say, well, why don't I go move it? I can't move it on my own. I can't even make it budge on my own. Me paying taxes on my own is not going to fucking do anything. The point is for everybody to pay them, to fund your programs, to do what you need them to do. But I think they think that is the right thing, right? Is there anything that we could do to alleviate disaster-related stuff in the United States? No, but after one happens, you sure can go drive your F-150 down to the site and work hard on your own to help people. I think they actually think that just pay more tax on your own is a good idea. Maybe they actually think that. Are you saying that as if this could have been circumvented? This is the first time I've heard about this flood stuff. There's 2 or 3 big things going on. One, regardless of whether or not, and I feel like it is to be determined, or I don't know, we can never know the answer, regardless of whether it was directly at fault or not, the fact that these guys are literally have cut 10% of the staff from the National Weather Service and are constantly fighting to defund these things, and then a natural disaster happens and it's oh shit, could anything have been done to, give us more information? I don't know. We'll never know the answer to that. Now you have some knuckle draggers who are well, they were staffed appropriately at the time, but the forecasting and the staffers and everybody that are in charge of doing these long-term things, who knows how much that was impacted. But you're literally affecting the exact same fucking service, right? You're literally affecting the exact same fucking service. It would be like going outside, when you say things well, do we know if that's what affected it this time? That's the equivalent of a bunch of police officers going outside with bulletproof vests, and then you find out, okay, well, fuck, we're gonna have to go ahead and cut all of their vests in half. We're gonna remove the back sides of all the vests because we don't have enough money, we don't have the funding to cover every single officer wearing a full vest. And then they go out and they get shot to death, and you're well, hold on, check the bodies. Oh, well, they got shot in the back anyway, or they got shot in the front anyway, and it went through. So it doesn't matter this time, or it's not important this time. And it's well, they're still getting shot at. You need the bulletproof vests. That's what you're paying the money for, right? We fund things like the National Weather Service. We fund things like our emergency service. The second thing is look at FEMA and how much politicization goes on with the FEMA funds, where when there's a natural disaster, a Democrat president just makes funds available. That's what they do. Biden did it without question for, I don't remember which fucking hurricane it was, but whatever one tore up through here and South and North Carolina and up through and Georgia, right, and Florida. Biden did it without question. When there's a natural disaster and Trump has to deal with things, it's time for the FEMA debates. Well, do you deserve FEMA money? You know, did you shut off the water? Did you turn on the water? Did you blah, blah, blah? Like, no. Conservatives play games with emergency funds, with funding these, you know, government entities, everything. Like, no, fuck it. If people start to die, that's fine, and that's based, and that's awesome. And you should just celebrate that and just be happy for that and just accept the trade-off. There's going to be some 12-year-old kids will die, but at the very least, I got to save $5,000 on my fucking taxes or whatever, however much money you're saving because you're getting to cut all these, horrible, terrible communist programs. Like, accept the trade-off. Just say that it's based. Much the same way, by the way, that we say that it's based when, we get to go out and shoot our guns, which I love very much. And, every now and then you might have 20, 30 kids blown away at some fucking school. But, our test scores suck anyway, so is it really that big of a loss? Just celebrate it. Say it's based. That's your trade-off, and accept it. But don't sit here and virtue signal and hand wring when you're not going to make a single fucking change. Nothing is worse to me. And everybody knows this intuitively. The worst people in your lives are the ones that message you, bro. And it's like, what's up? Bro. And it's like, what's going on, dude? And it's like, Caroline. And it's like, oh, you're about to complain about the same bitch that you've been crying about for literally 2 fucking years. Like, I'm good, chief. Actually, you know what? I made a ChatGPT script, and you can just go back and forth because it's the same fucking complaints every fucking time. I don't know why you still talk to this girl. Or for a girl or a guy, I don't know why you still talking to this guy. What the fuck is wrong with you? The same complaints every single time. If you're not going to make any behavior change, you're not going to do anything different, then fuck off. Who cares? Same thing on the, and then like the climate change not being real either. Where are all of these heightened weather events coming from? But I don't even care about that. The thing that just annoys me is the selective fucking care. That's all I care about. Yeah, somebody linked this. This is what being obsessed with politics does to you. 11,000 likes. Oh, it's so fucking horrible. Meanwhile, LA wildfires. I've been told the image is AI, but the t-shirt is real. Oh, based. January 9th. Was that the same day, or did they start on the 7th? So epic. Fucking epic, dude. Oh my God. So epic. So epic. Christ is king and so is Donald Trump. True. Bop, bop. The 9mm SMG guy? Yeah, that guy's got a ton of tweets, but I haven't even... It's just like so much.
People don't give that much of a fuck. And that's why a lot of people don't give that much of a fuck. And that's why I think the internet is so fucking gay for trying to bait Donut into drama off of nothing. It was embarrassing, and I'll be real. Okay, yes, did Donut call?
I agree with you in principle about selective outrage. It seems like an extension of people's tendency to care more about their in-group than others. Do you think humans can outgrow that? I don't know, but if they're not going to, then I'm not going to, and I'm just going to sit here and laugh. So fuck them.
NMP gay?
It's called reciprocity,
yes. Baby. Are we going to act like everybody in OTK don't be saying that shit regardless off stream? But my God.
To hit the right checkboxes, then why would he do that? Where did Trump and Greg Abbott, this is the governor of Texas, where did they mess up? Where did they fail to make a response? They're doing everything they can to respond. They were overstaffed. If anything, they had extra staff. All the warnings were sent out on time, as I showed.
All right, link it. Where's the Iranian donation fund? I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I need these Israelis to get the fuck out of my media space. Get them out of here, okay? Get them the fuck out of here.
In the beginning, what are you talking about? You seem like you had so much more to say about the California wildfires while blaming Gavin Newsom and DEI. Yes, because they literally contributed to this problem. They literally contributed to this issue. Yes, blaming DEI is, yes, they're hiring firefighters based on them being gay, lesbian, transsexual Latinos over anyone else because they would prefer to get people to hit the right checkboxes than actually.
Are there all these people applying for firefighter positions in California? Like, sorry, we're maxed out on firefighters right now. we hit our quota.
Get people that are capable. Okay, they replaced capable people with tokenized people. That is literally what they did. So it is absolutely something that you could blame them for. All right, to be clear, that's first. Second of all, they didn't have working fire hydrants. They literally derouted the water. They routed the.
Oh, and he believes all of the Trump dick suck stuff. To be fair, you have to. If you're an Israeli, it's like they don't always. I don't know why. If it's the fucking height of the fucking cameras or whatever. But you always see videos and pictures of Israelis who are at the fucking Wailing Wall or whatever outside the mosque. Bullshit. And every time they're there, they'll show you the first part where they lean their head against it and then they fucking weep for Jerusalem or some fucking rape reason or whatever. Afterwards, they get down on their knees and they actually have real life replica Trump cocks that like span the entire fucking wall. And as soon as you've done your bar mitzvah or bar mitzvah, every single time you go to that wall, you have to get on your knees and then fucking slurp and fillet as much as you can.
The water away from California to protect the smelt fish, a species of fish that they tried to save. So they routed water away from California, so they did not have water to deal with the wildfires. They didn't have working fire hydrants in California. They had more genders than fire hydrants. Now, this is obviously retarded. This is like obviously retarded. I don't even know what to say. Like, I don't know how you could possibly.
I love how he goes from hand wringing over my shit to consuming fucking conservative slop fucking rumors, actual misinformation, conspiratorial bullshit. I love it. It's all good. That's fine. That's good. I like it.
Compare these two. Would be really pathetic if you were just weaponizing drowned dead children for social media likes. He spent all day, every day for the last 3 days looking for bodies and volunteering. And you're called.
And he didn't even find any? Sounds like a waste of money to me, dog. Maybe he should have just stayed home to stream and could have donated the money to people who actually know what the fuck they're doing.
Him weaponizing drowned dead children for.
What's he doing? Walking around with a fucking 50 caliber, shooting the soil to see what explodes? Like, what the fuck?
Like,
I didn't know this guy was a fucking emergency services expert body finder. Apparently he needs to go back to school for it.
What you are doing right now. You are weaponizing dead children for social media likes. It is unreal. So, and then he shows a tweet from Donut Operator.
I think I pretty much said the exact thing. I'm pretty sure we already covered this. It's nice having Nux having the additional context there for a pre-existing issue that, to be honest, I wasn't aware of. Yeah.
Mike Sacco is not Israeli? He absolutely is. I don't know why you would not say that, but wow, John, thanks for the $20.
Yeah, the two situations are not comparable in any way, shape, or form.
They're never comparable, ever. They're never, ever comparable. They're never comparable. They never are, because it's always okay to make fun of liberals and the left dying, but it's never okay to make fun of anything that has to do with conservatives, conservatives.
And you can do that, but it's in bad faith. Yeah, I think it's very, very, very embarrassing. Right? Yeah, I feel like if you're going after Donut, you're just being...
Isn't he marrying with Israeli family? I don't know. I met him at dinner with him in Israel. I assumed he lived there. Does he not? Maybe he's just a Jew that lives in Israel and he doesn't have citizenship?
Parted for fun. And that's pretty much just it. Right.
I'm pretty sure if you're a Jew and you like fall asleep in Israel for more than 1 week, they sneak into your room and they swap out your passport for an Israeli one. So
it's just exhausting, guys. It's exhausting. Seeing the chaos and the brigading in my own chat, guys. What do you want me to do? Like, I'm sorry that your streamer's a piece of shit. I don't really know what you want me to do about it, but like, let's not get to the point where we're willing to lie to make a streamer look good or not.
What?
Not crazy, right? It's really that easy. Yeah. Anyways, I don't really feel like talking about this anymore because it's just kind of really embarrassing.
I don't feel like talking about this anymore after I've milked her for 30 minutes of content. Oh, yeah, Daddy, milk me.
And it really does feel like a... Guys, did you know that killing people is bad? Guys, did you know that giving alcohol to an alcoholic is bad? Guys, did you know that giving drugs to children is bad? Like, I don't know why I'm having to be live and telling people common sense.
He's such a bitch.
I appreciate you, Nux. Thanks for the video. Thanks for the extra context. We love you to do.
Somebody that responds to your house, your emergency, whether it's a medical call or a fire call, that looks like you. It gives that person
Oh
a little
my
more
God.
ease, knowing that somebody might understand their situation better. Is she strong enough to do this? Or you couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place if I have to carry him out of a fire.
We're defending this?
You want to see...
There ain't no way she said.
You couldn't carry my husband out of a fire, which my response is, he got himself in the wrong place.
Nobody gives a fuck if the firefighter coming to save their life is black, trans, gay, queer, two-soul, Mexican, Latino, white, German, a Nazi. They don't care if they're racist. They don't care if they're transphobic. They don't even care if they're a fucking murderer. You know what they care about? Not fucking dying. So let's hire people based off of who's the best for the job rather than, well, guys, we hired 3 trans people today, so look at how progressive we look.
Like, I think people think this actually happens. The hiring person is like, oh, like, do we have enough trans people today on the truck? I think he thinks this is legitimately how the process goes.
Let them both use Hallie now.
It's guys, these children are literally missing and dead. Why does this chick sound like she's got DMs on Nick? And that this reads to me like this is a direct shot at Nick. Am I crazy? Am I the only person reading this? There's Tectone possible spot. I just don't get it, bro. I banned. Why did Aiden Ross get banned? All right, so he got banned in 2021 for a homophobic slur used by a guest on his stream. Though the ban was lifted after he argued he didn't say it and wasn't present. He was later banned indefinitely for hateful slurs and symbols, but was later returned. His most severe ban and his 8th came in February for hateful content after displaying unmoderated kick chat on stream.
I really want to read this. Doesn't the lady in the video say she's a commander? She doesn't go into fire, she coordinates, no? Oh, no. Akiva Nugent in YouTube chat. Sorry, you probably just don't have much experience with firefighting. So the way that the firefighting stuff typically works is usually what will happen is you call 911 and then you tell people how many adult men are in the house. And then what happens is they'll send out as many firefighters as they need to carry adult men out of the houses. That's exclusively in the purview of being a firefighter. It's the only thing that they do. When firefighters show up, generally they show up, they'll put on their weightlifting belts, and then they just run into homes, they pick up men, and then they carry them out. And from top to bottom, every single firefighter job, that's literally the only thing that all of them do all the time, constantly.